Hello boys and girls, welcome to this presentation. In this presentation we're going to talk about Unit 7, Lesson 5, A Warmer World. Question A. Study the diagram below. What information does it tell you? As you can see in this diagram, we have the Sun and Earth. We have Earth's atmosphere. We can see that the heat is coming to Earth and then coming back out of Earth. Some of it is being kept inside by the Earth's atmosphere. Now, let's move on to the next question. Read an interview with a scientist. Find some results of a warmer world. Now, let's read this together and then talk about the results of a warmer world. Now, is the world getting warmer? Yes, it is. Why is this happening? There may be other causes, but it is mainly our fault. Why is it our fault? We're burning fuels like coal, gas, oil, and wood, and we're driving cars. I don't understand. All these produce gases that trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere. If the world gets warmer, what will happen? The ice caps will melt, so the sea level will rise. This means some land will disappear. Also, it's possible that the weather will change. In what way? We might have hotter summers and wetter winters. In some hot countries, there may be less rain, and some farmland might become desert. Will all this happen soon? Some things are already happening, but others may take 30 to 40 years, or 30 or 40 years. Can we stop it happening? We can if we want to. Now, what are the results of a warmer world, do you think is in the interview? Very good. We have the ice caps will melt. Let's put a line under it. First, the ice caps will melt. Number 2, the sea level will rise. Very good. Sea level will rise. This is number 2. What others? Some lands will disappear. Yes, good. Some lands will disappear. All of these are results of a warmer world. The weather may change. Yes, the weather will change or may change. We might have hotter summers, wetter winters. There may be less rain. In hot countries, some farmland might become deserts. All of these are results of a warmer world. As he said here, these are all results of a hotter world. Very good. Now let's move on to the next question. Question C. Question C. Now do exercise A on page 82 of the workbook. Let's go to the workbook and check exercise A and then come back to the course book. The workbook, Unit 7, Lesson 5, A Warmer World. Question A. Answer these questions about the text on page 87 of your course book. You can stop the video, answer the questions, and then come back and check. Now, let's check. Number 1. Do we know that the world is getting warmer? What do you think the answer is? Very good. Yes, we know that. So the answer is yes. Good job. Number 2. Why do cars make the world warmer? Very good. They produce gases which trap heat in the atmosphere. So we will write they produce gases which trap heat in the atmosphere. Which trap heats or trap heat in the atmosphere. Very good. So this is the answer. Very good. Let's take it up here so we can have space for the other answer. Let's make it smaller. Yes. Let's make it smaller so we can have space for the other answer. Yes. So that they produce gases which trap heat in the atmosphere. Very good. Now, the next one, what do we get when ice melts? What do you think we get when the ice melts? Very good. We get what? We get water. Very good. Number 4. Why will the sea level rise? Why do you think the sea level will rise? Because, yes, let's check. So the sea level will rise because the ice caps will melt. The ice caps will melt. So there will be more water. So there will be more water. Very good. So the ice caps will melt. So there will be more water. Very good. Now, let's move on to the next one, number 5. Which of the fuels do you think factories burn? Which of the fuels do you think factories burn? Very good. Fuels use some factories use fuels like what? Like coal, gas, and oil. Very good. Number 6. Do you think factories will stop using them? Some people will say yes, some people will say no here. But I think if the factories find the right replacement for them, they will stop using them. So let's say yes, they might if there is something better. Yes, if there is something better. Okay, let's write it here. Let's say yes. Sorry. If there is something better. Okay. Now, we're just saying this. Yeah, if there is something better, they will stop using them. Yeah. Number 7. If the world carries on getting warmer, what might happen to Libya? What do you think might happen to Libya? Yes, the answer is, let's put it here. We will say that some farmland might become desert. That's a good answer. Some farmland might become desert. Might become desert. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Now let's go back to the course book and finish the rest of the questions. Question D. What can be done to stop the world getting warmer? Do you think it should be done? Do you think it will be done? Now this one is a question for discussion. You can discuss this with the students as pairs or as a group. Now let's talk about the possible answers. To stop the world getting warmer, we can stop burning fuels like coal, gas, and oil. We can use wind power instead. This should be done because we have to stop our farmland becoming desert. I think it will be done because we have no choice. Governments have to do something, otherwise our world will be destroyed. This is the idea. So we have to stop this, because otherwise the world will be destroyed and it's not gonna be easy to live. So this is the possible answer for this question. Now question E. Study the functional grammar box, then do exercise B on page 82 of the workbook. Let's study the grammar box and then go and check the workbook. The grammar box, it's talking about may and might. We express possibility using may and might, so this might come in the test. We use may and might to describe or express possibility. This is very important. We talk about if things possible or not. We use may and might to say there is a chance that something is true or that it is possible something will happen. Both are used to talk about the present or future. Might is less certain than may, so the only difference between them that might is less certain, so may is more certain than might. These are very important. You have to know them. So we use may and might to talk about possibility. We use them in the present or future. May is less certain than might. So as an example, I may not be at school tomorrow, or it might be too windy to go sailing this afternoon. May is more certain than might. This is what you need to know. Now let's go to the workbook and check question B. The workbook, Unit 7, Lesson 5. Question B. Complete these sentences with may or might. We're going to use may and might to finish these sentences. If my friend visits me today, you can stop the video, answer the question, and then come back and check. We can say, we may go to the park. Okay, I'm sorry, we is written. We may go to the park. Any answer is good. Any answer is good here. As long as you're using may or might, it's good. If the weather is good at the weekend, we might go to the beach. And take a boat trip, for example. So any answer is good here as long as you're using may or might. You can't use them together. As we said, may and might talks about the future and the present. The difference between them is may is more certain than might, and we use them to express possibility. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.